Paris Saint-Germain, we're seeing Marseille creep slowly back towards them in the Ligue 1 Conforama standings as they welcomed Monaco to the Parc des Princes. It didn't take long at all for Neymar to put Thomas Tuchel's side ahead. Just 3 minutes on the clock when the Brazilian blasted in from close range. But Monaco responded shortly afterwards. Gelson Martins tucking into an empty net. A penalty would have been awarded anyway. Monaco, who played phenomenal football in the opening 45 minutes, then took the lead through Wissam Ben Yedder. Paris conceding 2 goals inside the opening 15 minutes for the first time since 2012 against Valenciennes. Neymar, via deflection by Ballo-Touré, scored the own goal, put Paris level, and then a penalty conceded by Gelson Martins in what was a rash challenge. Gave Neymar the opportunity to score his second of the evening. Coolly, calmly converted by the former Barcelona star. Monaco, however, after another phenomenal run by Martins, drew level in the second half after substitute Islam Slimani made it 3-3. Paris remained top of the Ligue 1 Conforama, but Marseille just 5 points behind them. The Olympians, who won 1-0 against third place Rennes. Kevin Strootman, another substitute, getting the victory for Andres Villas-Boas' side. A difficult away game for Marseille, who keep the pressure on Paris Saint-Germain. Rennes remain third. They had plenty of chances themselves of winning the game. Nantes travelled to the Stade Geoffroy Guichard to take on Claude Puel's Saint-Etienne, who were slowly losing their way in the championship. Mehdi Abeid scored his first goal for Nantes, and what a goal it was to put Christian Gourcuff's team ahead. An empty Geoffroy Guichard, unrecognisable. And Moses Simon in terrific form as he put the ball on a platter for Ludovic Blas. His 5th goal of the season. Lille had the opportunity to keep the pace with Marseille and Rennes, but Julio Tavares' goal for Dijon gave them the victory. Stéphane Jobin's side slowly creeping up the standings. Lille have only won 1 game away from home all season. They are now in 5th. Montpellier travel to the north of France to take on Amiens. Not an easy trip for Michel Derzakarian. Godos' free kick was then turned in ultimately by Dibassi, who pounced on the rebound, but Gaëtan Laborde equalised for Montpellier. His strike partner, Algerian international Andy Delors, then scored the winner for Michel Derzakarian's team, and what a winner, thumping volley by Delors. Beautiful strike. Montpellier now with 30 points. They've won back-to-back games. Olympique Lyon travel to the Matmut Atlantic to take on Bordeaux. Bordeaux, who had signed Rémi Houdin from Reims, but it was veteran Jimmy Briand who gave them the lead in the first half after Anderson's terrible mistake. But after the break, Rudy Garcia's side improved massively. Maxwel Cornet had a stroke of luck as his shot deflected past Benoit Costil, who was playing in his 500th Ligue 1 Conforama game. Cornet once again involved as Moussa Dembele blasted in his 11th goal of the season to give Rudy Garcia and Lyon a much-needed 2-1 victory. The Stade Raymond Kopa is one of the most formidable fortresses in the championship, and it was a superb goal by Thioub, who gave Stéphane Moulin's side the lead. Angers, who ended 2019 with a win, and we're looking to start 2020 in the same way. But quite a generous penalty was awarded to Ganigo, and Wieland Cyprien stepped up and converted from the spot. His 7th goal of the season, his 5th penalty. And if he takes them like that, you can understand why. Angers in 9th, Nice in 11th. Reims, without Remy Houdin, travelled to Nîmes, one of the teams who were so good last campaign but struggling this year. Ripard put the home side ahead, and then Benarou scored a free kick in added time to guarantee Nîmes the 3 points. Nîmes, who pull away from Toulouse, 15 points now, but still 5 from safety. Metz and Strasbourg were also two teams vying to avoid relegation, and it was Metz who, in the second half, scored the only goal of the match. Boy, tucking in the rebounds. A result and a victory for Metz due largely to their goalkeeper Ukija. They are now 3 points clear. Toulouse were rock bottom of the league and had Zanko come in as the new manager, Danny Zanko, but he saw his side go behind to course effort early on. Diakite pulled both teams level, and then in the 21st minute gave the deficit the lead. Diakite, the first Toulouse player to score a brace this season, but a much improved Brest in the second half through Charbonnier equalised his brilliant volley. Unstoppable for Baptiste Rennais. Charbonnier once again on cue to tuck in Cardona's assist. And then what is one of the goals of the season was scored for Brest. Mbok from distance with an absolutely superb strike. First goal for the youngster, the younger brother of Grige Mbok, who plays for the French ladies international team. Cardona then rewarded for his efforts with Brest's fifth. The first time Brest have scored 5 away from home. We take a look at all the results from week 20 in the Ligue 1 Conforama. Marseille with a big win over Rennes. Montpellier with 2 fine goals against Amiens. A historic victory for Brest, and a great match which saw Paris draw 3-3 with Monaco. Well, the Parisians remain atop of the Ligue 1 standings with 46 points, 5 above Marseille, who are getting closer, even though Paris do have a game in hand, as do Rennes, who could narrow the gap with Marseille to just 5 points. At the bottom of the standings, Toulouse are in deep trouble as Nîmes pull away slightly from them. A win for Metz, of course, taking them closer to safety. Amiens remain in 18th place in danger. Looking ahead at week 21 in the league, Nice will welcome Rennes to the south of France. Marseille welcome Angers to the Velodrome. Lyon host Toulouse, and Paris Saint-Germain travel to Lille.